you love him, I'd like to invite up Mr. Doug Moore, unless he's outside chasing down buses like he always did. This is probably his first Work-A-Thon assembly. Come on, Doug. If you haven't figured out yet, this is the 20th anniversary of Work-A-Thon. Let's give it up for Mr. Moore. This was his idea, crazy as it was. So I'm going to give him the mic for a few minutes. And
This was not my idea. When we used to have, instead of a Work-A-Thon, we used to have a student fundraiser. All right, it was a Walk-A-Thon. We used to walk from here through neighborhood 10K to the neighborhoods down here into Groesbeck, and we'd raise money. And part of it was to help us grow in stewardship. You'd have to raise pledges for as many kilometers that you walked. I was at a station down Jerome and Marshall, just checking off kids' little passes to make sure they were going that way. And it wasn't a bad idea. It was a good thing. But I thought, instead of walking through the neighborhood, kind of what Jackson was saying about get to know the guy's name, what if we did stuff for people in the neighborhoods? Instead of just walking through, let's make a difference in their lives. So that popped into my head. That's where it started, okay? I swear to this day, that was not from me. That was from God. All right, now here's the trick. That was in May. We came back, or April, came back to school. I think I may have mentioned it to one person. A couple years later, mentioned it again, and I was told, you know what? The logistics of trying to do something like a Work-A-Thon, it's not realistic. It's not realistic. So I gave up on that idea. Sometimes you're going to have some great ideas. You're going to have some great insights from God, and you're going to go, not possible. Not going to make it work. So luckily, God did not give up. God is persistent, if nothing else. So we then have a couple of teachers met with me, Mr. Steve Pohl, Mrs. Hipple. There was another one, and I can't remember who it is. We tried to figure it out this morning. So we were trying to do this idea of service learning. How could we do it as a school? I had another crazy dream, too. I thought, wouldn't it be cool? Because I know we've got drafting classes. We now have Mr. Engel with, the shop classes. All right. Wouldn't it be cool if we could raise enough money and we could actually build a house as a school? That was my ultimate dream. We still haven't done that yet. We do mission trip. That's kind of the substitute. All right. So I met with them and a couple others. And I shared this idea, I had this idea, but they just said it didn't work. And what I loved is they were persistent. And they said, why can't we make that work? Let's make that a reality. All right? So that's the history lesson, how we got to today. So in 2003, most of the school did the Walk-A-Thon, but 3 teams piloted different areas to practice the Work-A-Thon. Mr. Pohl did a thing with Habitat for Humanity. All right. Mrs. Hippo went to Potter's Park and started, I remember I took the picture, like 40 garbage bags full of leaves. All right. We went through different places. We used to do stuff with Special Olympics at the bowling alley. It was a great, great start. Okay. Today is an amazing day if you let God work through you. Okay. Here's the other thing that I know about Work-A-Thon and mission trips. People are blown away. They have this preconceived notion about people your age. All right? And it's not that good. I don't know why that exists. I mean, I do know why it exists. There's some people that just aren't good. But today you can prove them wrong. You can prove them differently. They're going to see this sea of white shirts, different parts of the city, and they're going to be amazed, like, what's going on? This is your chance to tell our story. But like Jackson said, get to know their story as well. Amen? All right, let's make this work.